Hi, family. I am Dr. Mo, and I am your favorite cold and hydrotherapist. I want to talk to you about cause and effect. Now, what do I mean by cause and effect? I mean that if you take a product or you complete a cleanse, for instance, let's start with a product. Let's say you're taking CKLS, right? CKLS is an herbal laxative that is phenomenal. We'll talk about that later. But you take a herbal laxative called CKLS, and you're taking that because you are constipated. You always have challenges with constipation since you were a child. You're in your mid-40s now. You're not exactly sure what's happening, but you do know you are constipated. So you start taking this product called CKLS, right? And you notice that you have more gas than normal. You're burping more so than normal. You may have blemishes now on your face. You may have more phlegm moving through the sinus canal, and so you're constantly blowing your nose, or your ears are constantly draining, or you're urinating often, and your bowel movements have increased. But the level of uncomfortability with everything else that I mentioned, you don't want that. So you stop because you think something is wrong. And then your body goes right back to being congested and constipated. And then you arrive at my office and you go, I don't know what's going on. Something is broke. I'm constipated. I started taking CKLS, but it started creating this adverse reaction, and I started getting pimples. I was very gassy. I may have gotten like a canker sore or a boil. So I stopped, Mo, and I'm now constipated again. What's happening? Well, Padawan, let me share something with you. Your body is asking for change. It's not asking for you to stay in familiar territory. So when you start to take an herb like CKLS to correct a challenge like constipation, what you are creating is cause and effect. You're going to create a shift. That shift is going to be uncomfortable because things are stagnant. Now, when you start to move things that have been stagnant for long periods of time, or have not been shifted for long periods of time, or you just, let's say you have trash sitting in a corner for long periods of time, eventually the plastic will start sticking to the surface. So when you go to pick it up, it'll rip. Consider the same thing happening within your digestive system. If you allow things to sit for a long time, 3 to 4 days is more than enough to be considered a long time, you're going to have a certain level of uncomfortableness in the body. Your skin is going to be irritated for a minute because your skin is a channel of elimination, one of the 5 channels, by the way. You will be burping more, love. You're constipated, and you just took a product to move that constipation from stagnation to flow. So yes, you're going to have a reaction. That's what's supposed to happen. Now, the reactions will vary from person to person depending on what you are doing. Now, this is what most people do. Hear me out. Most people will have a digestive upset issue. It could be anything. It could be constipation. It could be diarrhea. It could be acid reflux. It could be bloating. It could be inflammation. It could be polyps. It could be cysts. It could be hemorrhoids. It could be a hernia. Like, I can keep going on and on and on. It really doesn't matter what the digestive health challenge is. None of that matters. But what does matter is that they will take, let's say, one product. Let's just say this is a product. They only adjust one thing, which is consuming a product, but yet you don't change your work ethics. that will give you more time to rest. You probably actually increase your work hours. You have not changed your diet. You haven't changed your water level. You're still consuming heavy amounts of caffeine, heavy amounts of cannabis, heavy amounts of medication, heavy amounts of sugar, heavy amounts of inappropriate relationships, heavy amounts of inappropriate music, heavy amounts of inappropriate visuals with movies, commercials, etc., social media, all of that. You're just consuming things that do not feed the most precious aspect of your being, which is you. All you did was take one product and expect it to cure and shift and move yourself back into your authentic self by just doing one thing. And then when it does start working, you stop it because you become uncomfortable. Loves, what is it that you desire to do? I am here to tell you that wellness is not comfortable. It's not. Wellness is very uncomfortable, especially if your body has been out of alignment for more than 1 year. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't feel good. It requires so much rest and downtime. So much rest and downtime. Most people, when they come to me, they say that they are unable to shift their schedule. So my response is, okay, well, keep doing what you're doing. It's up to you. But I am here to tell you that your body requires time and rest. You cannot put that on the schedule. So if you want to be well, you have to shift your life. It's not just as simple as shifting your plate. You have to look at your whole entire life. Like, what are you doing? How are you participating? When you go to the restroom, are you rushing yourself? Or do you give yourself ample amount of time to completely let go in an unrushed environment with a soft nervous system? How many people can say that? Not too many. If I have to rush anywhere or I'm late, I will call the party and tell them not to expect me. I do not rush. I stopped doing that 5 years ago. There's a story behind that. I'll tell you the story later, but I just stopped rushing. I don't rush. If anything, I drop anchor. My eyes are probably closed more than they are open. I am breathing more than I am talking. And these are all conscious choices because of what I see walking into my office and how I am helping my clients. The best thing that you can do is shift out of whatever is making you sick. Now, hear me out. I have clients of mine who are influencers, have a huge following, right? I have clients that are entrepreneurs in the wellness field, businesses booming, like money, money, money. I'm talking about yachts. I'm talking about sponsorships. I'm talking about all that type of stuff, like phenomenal, right? I am their guide when it comes to their wellness. And when I tell you, it's like you want to put it to the back end, your wellness, but that's what you do for a living. And I always share with them, love, you can't separate the two. You have to merge the two together. If this is how you live, then live like that. Then you won't have constipation. You won't have upset stomach. You won't be queasy. Like I have one client, she's always nauseous. You're nauseous because you're always walking and eating. You're never just focused on eating. I've been working with her for 3 years, and she still does whatever she needs to do while she's eating. She never breaks and just focuses on eating. And I tell her, you're going to continue to experience this. It might get worse over time. That's normally what tends to happen, is that it gets worse. So it's up to you. But I will share with you that when you do a cleanse, you're going to have a reaction. That's what it's designed to do. It baffles me. I'm going to share one more thing with you. It literally baffles me when I get clients on the table for their first colon therapy session, and we start to flow the water, and they start to feel the water in the colon, and they go, oh my God, what is that? And they start freaking out. And I go, what did you expect, love? I have thoroughly shared with you that you will have water moving through your colon. Did you expect not to feel that? Like, let's just be really honest and like really clear and like logical. Did you really think that I was going to insert something into your rectum and you not feel anything? You stay the exact same way you are staying and feeling, and then have a different result and automatically just get healthy just like that? Is that really what you thought? Like, that's fantasy. You are 50-something years old and you are thinking that. Love, share with me anything in the world that will give you that. Anything in the world that would give you that. And if I had access to that, do you really think that I would be in Torrance, California, and not in the back of a yacht enjoying my life? Not to say that I'm not enjoying my life now, but love, let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. And then when people start releasing and the body starts letting go, I feel something. You should feel something, love. Why are you freaking out? I don't understand why you're freaking out. But then I know why you're freaking out, because you've never given yourself this level of intentional awareness and care, and that is sad. That is really, really sad, because most of the people who come in here, they're mothers, you know. So you've been pregnant, so you felt internal shifting and didn't see it, but you felt it. That's what blows my mind. It's like, you're a mother. You felt this movement before. Why are you freaking out? But then it always lets me know that you probably wasn't connected when you were pregnant to your body. You weren't connected to your body then, but you were pregnant. It's possible. I see it all the time, and I am just so dumbfounded. But I'm also empowered to create change and educate. Like, this is a bigger issue than we're letting on. And this is probably the reason why more people are sick for longer periods of time than not. That's what I'm really, really, really understanding, is that it's not because, yeah, it's so much here to unravel. It's just so much. It's so much. It's so much. We're conditioned to think that we cannot heal ourselves. So that's a whole nother level of rearranging and letting go. And then creating new beliefs around that. But also, too, to know that you are a physical body. What you do to your body is going to create a response. I just, like, literally, if I were to tell you some of the stories with my clients when they're on the table and they look at me like a deer caught in a headlight, and I always ask them, what did you expect? What did you expect? And I listen. What I've realized is that, and this is sad too, probably 85% of the people don't read the information I send them. And that's clear and evident when they get in here. And I go, oh, you didn't read it. So that's why you're like asking me these questions. So you didn't do your own homework. Okay. So with that being said, love, cause and effect, cause and effect. Just know cause and effect. Let me see who this is. Yeah. Anywho, so you guys go out and be great and amazing. I appreciate you. And if you need to connect with me, my name is Dr. Mo, and my website is Moya, MOYA, bodycare.com. Until then, stay magical.